We were gathered in the middle of the night by the German soldiers. This was the night after they had already captured me and my family, charging us of the crime of simply being Jewish, is what my father told me. We grabbed what we could, and as we were forced out to the cold night, we made walk to the railroad station. There we were all separated, my family and I. All I remember is my father yelling my name as I was shoved into the dark, cold railroad car. Later, we arrived at a large enclosure where as we walked in a sign read, Arbeit macht frei, which is German for work will set you free. I heard among the other people who were with me that this was Auschwitz, a huge labor camp where many came to die, but I wouldn't come to figure this out until later. Being so young, I could hardly understand what was even happening. Watching fellow Jewish passengers being beaten and yelled at by German soldiers made me come to a realization I was not there for a good reason, whatever that reason may be. After being settled in for the first couple of weeks, I had already become adjusted to my new terrible way of life. We worked every day despite the weather conditions, took regular beatings from the guards, and were given enough food to be able to wake up the next morning. We slept 50 people to a dorm that could barely sleep 20. Mostly everyone around me was dying faster of disease and starvation than the rate the Germans were killing us. I have come to the realization that this will be the place where I die. I've lost track of how long I've been here. I'm so weak now that I could spend my time thinking about all I spend my time thinking about is the endless pain in my stomach due to hunger and the draining effect of no sleep because I'm so hungry. If you become too weak to work, they will just kill you here because they ship in hundreds of new prisoners daily. Me and a group of the kids my age have become friends. We do not talk much due to our lack of energy, but we watch out for each other, while also relating to each other's misery. We have been hearing mumbling around the camp that Allied forces are closing in on the Germans and may be nearing us. My hopes are not very high because one thing I've learned about this place is hopes and dreams mean nothing here. In the middle of the night, we were awoken by gunfire, and we took cover until it ceased, hoping and praying that this nightmare was coming to a close, and it finally was. I've never loved the sight of a soldier so much in my life as I saw the United States soldiers walking up alongside the barbed wire fences in their green uniforms. It was like a sea of calmness and security washed over me and my group of friends. I had been used to this hell for so long that it finally seemed for it to be over finally seemed like a trick my mom was playing on me. The soldiers gave us water and food, whatever we needed, that they were happy to provide. It felt good to be treated like a human again for once. As I get older, I try to live my days without thinking about the time I spent in the concentration camp, but it's hard not to. I learned about how it was occurring all over Europe, and I was lucky to come out alive. Many of the people I met in the camp left it not the way they came in. I never figured out what happened to my family, but I have a good idea. I ended up moving to the United States and becoming a citizen. One of my favorite things to do is visit the Holocaust Memorial and try to find the names of people I was in there with. In the end, I hated that I had to become a victim of such a horrible time in history, but I'm glad people all over are now being educated on the evil that Adolf Hitler caused many families all over Europe. In the end, I'm just thankful to be alive.